So right next to the tent, the package is right here. Says specifically, commercial sale is unlawful. I think there must be another package, because when I was getting MREs, I only got one package of the crackers, not two. Right, apparently I'm on private property. Terry Rogers, sounds like a made-up name. Quite a different landscape, South Louisiana. I'd love to explore more, because it is so unique. Like these trees. I guess I'm on private property, so better watch it. But these trees, I believe they're thriving in the river. I believe they're doing all right. Some trees are adapted to the high wetland areas. They change how they grow to just be more adaptable to the environment. I already have a neighbor. They're keeping their distance from my car, at least. Can't even see them near it. But yeah, I want to hang out for the day if it's possible. If it doesn't get too tense with the locals. Yeah, this is some erosion. All right, they may have a boat launch here, but I don't think it's used much. We got Ganesha that's been sitting in this, or an elephant statue sitting in the path. And I hope there's no alligators watching me. But I mean, if they're going to be launching, they would have run over that elephant. So that's a sign of inactivity. And just, it's not very well, it's, I don't know, it's in okay shape. Could be better. They got something at least. All right, it's been a lot of years since I've had, there is a hole in this one. Oops. All right, now that I've inspected it closer, these are definitely no good. And the other ones are probably no good either then. You look for holes, because that was actually very loose. This was, yeah, very loose, like it got water in it. This, not so much. Test them out. Oh, air got released when I opened up the package. That's a good sign that they've maintained. They're probably beat to heck though, but they maintained their dryness, their protection. Yeah, so I probably would have passed up on these if they weren't so nostalgic to me when I was in the military. Yeah. Tastes like they added sugar to this. Oh, they got a whole bunch of stuff. Green bell pepper, celery, tomato, vegetable seasoning. These do taste different. These they're vegetable crackers. Okay, these are definitely different, because what I had were just plain old crackers in the 90s. I try to make these a little healthier for people. Vegetable crackers. All right, I opened up this lemon poppy seed and I already took a bite of it. I'm not intending to eat it all, but it inspires me. Why haven't I been consuming lemons and poppy seeds together? I never really gave that much thought. I think I'm going to start juicing lemons, crushing poppy seed, and adding it, and seeing how that goes. This lemon poppy seed pound cake inspires me. Man, I need to do more research on combinations on kitchen stuff. I've never thought about mixing lemon and poppy seed together, so that's something to try. Alright, so I had a stomach ache that lasted a little bit after eating that the MRE. I don't think it was the crackers. I think it was more likely the lemon poppy seed cake, but I'm not sure. I felt the stomach ache that lasted about an hour. Now it's gone. Martin Luther King Day, and I think they're closed. There's not a single, wait, nope. There's not a single car at the headquarters are closed. And they really do have a tennis court right next to the library. Headquarters are closed. I expected that. Not a single car. Alright, Oberlin, I want to go to the local gas station to use the bathroom, and now I'm backtracking a little bit. Having a look around, got a sink. Maybe a garage. Pregnant. No, pregnant. Need help. The Joan of Arc Catholic Church sees each baby as an expression of God. Alright, Allen Parish has got a welcome sign to read. They're not swamp Cajuns. Gotta make that clear. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Seeing more of these cemeteries with the full concrete covering. They're a rarity up north. I'm seeing them more down south. Oberlin Mausoleum. Permit required for use of fairground. Contact Allen Parish Police Jury Office.
Now comes the sentencing part. The sentence says that whoever commits the crime of resisting an officer shall be fined by not more than $500 or imprisoned for not more than 6 months or both. In this matter, I'm considering the sentence, and when I consider the sentence, I'm supposed to look at factors under 894.1, and specifically, it's a statute that says these are the factors you consider when you consider whether or not you're going to imprison or suspend a sentence. And A1, right off the bat says, when a defendant has been convicted of a felony or misdemeanor, the court should impose a sentence of imprisonment if any of the following occurs. Number 1, there is an undue risk that during the period of a suspended sentence or probation, the defendant will commit another crime. Well, if it's the crime of not providing your name, I assume you probably would, because this is apparently what you do. You travel and put yourself in circumstances where you can challenge the local authorities, so that's possible. But more concerned me is B, and B is what really bothers me. B says, the following grounds, while not controlling the discretion of the court, shall be afforded weight in its determination of suspension of a sentence or probation. And number 7 says, subsequent to the offense, meaning after this offense occurred, the offender used or caused others to use violence, force, or threats with the intent to influence the institution, conduct, or outcome of the criminal proceedings. There is no doubt that this occurred. I can tell you because this court has been contacted. This clerk's office has been contacted. I have been emailed, relentlessly, threatening that things need to be done or things will happen. I addressed this with you. I addressed this with you in court and said, you know, these are not good things, and you said, I don't tell people what to do. And I said, well, it would make sense to contact and say, you should back off and let the court handle this proceeding. Ms. Parker testified that she received death threats, harassment, intimidation for what? For being a librarian? That's not an officer. That's not a court, an elected official, or an elected marshal. These are people who are just doing their job. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that kind of harassment, that kind of intimidation, those kind of threats. That's not how things work. You have a right to a trial. I've given you every opportunity in this courtroom, every opportunity, delays, you name it. It doesn't matter to me. You found evidence came in too late, and we moved the trial, but I will not think that you give anybody an opportunity on their own. You do not afford other people the same rights that you want. You could have easily used your public forum to tell people to back off and quit harassing people. You didn't. You told me you wouldn't, because that's not your position to do. Well, that's your choice, but I think it's despicable to do that to individuals who are just working in a library. I don't understand that. I really don't. As I told you before, I'm an elected official. People are going to throw tomatoes at me. It's part of the job. I don't care. But I won't have it for individuals who do nothing but service a library. That's wrong, and your followers have never stopped. In fact, it intensified after that was brought up. It actually got worse. Then there were more calls, there were more emails, and there was relentless robocalls. So whether you intentionally egged it on or refused to stop it, it was interesting that right after that it increased. So that is a factor in your sentence, and remember your sentence is a maximum of 6 months, minimum 0. So anyway, the fine in this matter is going to be $411. You have to pay that in 90 days by July 19th, 2022. If you do not appear in court, you do not have to appear in court. I'm sorry, if you have paid it. If you do not pay it by that date, you need to come back here and tell me why not. If you do not show up for that court date, and you have not paid your fine, I'll issue a bench warrant for you, because you're not in court. Go ahead and rise for your sentence. At this time, I'm going to sentence you to 30 days in the detention center, the Natchitoches Detention Center. I will give you credit for time served, as I know you've already spent, I believe, 4 days there, and I'm asking the marshal to take you into custody right away and bring you to the detention center.
Now comes the sentencing part. The sentence says that whoever commits the crime of resisting an
Alright, I'm in Kinder, Allen Parish, and I don't know if I could stay here tonight. There's this burning smell in the air. Somebody's burning something. I have a feeling it would probably go all night. So that's very discouraging. Mosquitoes are really getting worse. I was hoping that getting closer to the ocean might, the salt water might keep them more away, but it's not happening. I got bit in my car, and then the mosquito slowed down trying to escape, and I was able to kill it. Some blood splattered. All right, the battery on my Samsung S9 is really dying a lot faster now. It just started really oh my god! My thumb caught on the pocket, and it happens so much with the water bottles. So I think I'm not going to be carrying that S9 around so much. I'm very tempted to get another phone. I like carrying 2 phones at the same time. Plump another $1,000 on another phone. I don't know if that's very good to do with as little as I make. I gotta think about it. I'll at least be carrying around this phone and then the GoPro. So I do have 2 cameras, but the S9 is starting to become a little impractical with the battery dying as fast as it is. Mosquitoes are really bad around here. They're not in clouds, but they're very aggressive. I think even a little during the day. So Louisiana is gaining land and it's losing land because all the water flows south from the north. It's redistributed south, so they're getting sediment every year. But then we got global warming where the waters are rising, so they're losing land too, or maybe it's balanced out. Ever since I've eaten that MRE, either the lemon poppy seed or the crackers, every time I've had a meal now, my stomach has been upset. I think I really damaged my stomach from that MRE. I mean, I can get out.
No, you can stay. We just need you to fill this form out.
That's too much. That's way too much for me. I'm not able to get on to the internet with my laptop, but I can with my cell phone. What's the deal with that? Have you ever looked into that?
No, usually it hooks up. Just go to the Wi-Fi and it's APL Patron.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. We'll start from the very beginning. All right,
Yeah.
Where do we find your Wi-Fi? It's right here, APL.
Okay.
All right, and now it says.
It should be.
Okay.
No internet.
Yeah, and see, I got internet on my phone and my tablets, but not this. And I think, that's a preference
I don't know why
there.
it's not
'Cause,
connecting, because usually it just connects right up.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe just try to go out and come back in. Just close it
Oh,
off.
you think I should go? Okay, because these can connect, but this maybe is okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
just
all
try
right.
that.
You have to see this yourself. I know that there's something wrong, but you have to see this. All right. So I'm out. Okay. Now.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna connect.
Mhm.
Okay. Can't even connect now. So there's something messed up. I see the blue is there.
Yeah.
It picks on my laptop for some reason. So I find that interesting, but I can connect with the others, so I just can't do. I have to send information to my cell phone and then connect and I'll just
I don't know what.
do this all offline. This is my offline computer now.
Yeah.
So now just all right. You don't have any insight into that, I'm assuming. So
No.
we'll just leave it at that.
No.
But I'm not in any meetings, so
No, you can just sit and use the
that's a
room.
lot of stuff to fill out. I don't want to fill that all out. It's personal information. So I'll move. I was thinking about asking. Well, you threw me off when it said genealogy. All right, I thought, but this is a genealogy and meeting room.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, I thought that was the meeting room over there.
No, that's our children's section.
Well, no, don't you have something over here too? Isn't that kids? I thought I didn't look closely.
Yeah, these are the little kids, and back here in the back is the like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I got confused by that because usually most libraries only have one section.
Yeah.
One section for the kids that up until teenagers, and then teenagers have their own section. But so you split the preteens.
Yeah.
And do the teens have any?
Yeah, the teens are right here in the corner.
Oh, okay, 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking, I assumed that room over there was a meeting room, and I was thinking about asking you guys if there were any meetings scheduled, because I was thinking about using that. But then I see that this is the genealogy room, and usually when I'm in a library and there's a genealogy room, I tend to avoid it, But I mean, sometimes I'll use them. It just depends on how they're set up. Like you probably have somebody that comes to volunteer
No.
to help out with the genealogy research.
We have a group that meets
Oh,
once a
okay.
month.
And maybe they help other people and you let the people know who need to research their family history or whatever. All right, you have that. I think sometimes some people lock the genealogy room. You just kept the door open, making it inviting. And you know, if the door was locked, I wouldn't have never come in here.
Yeah, well, it's okay to use it.
Well, you just want all this personal information. I don't want to fill that out. I just want to take care of my business. I only need a couple hours and I'm, out. But, if we're going to go through this trouble, I consider it trouble, I want to look for another spot.
Okay, well, we have tables out here.
Yeah, I want to look and see what you got.
Okay. And there's,
Wherever there's plug-ins,
yeah,
pretty
the
much.
back one has a plug-in
There's
underneath the table.
Underneath?
Yeah, and there's one in between the tables up there. You can see.
Oh, sure. "10-minute use only, or the cops will be called." Are you a librarian? Okay, like similar to like a director. You know what a library director is? I'm sure you do.
I know what a director is.
Yep.
The person that's
No,
over
not just any director, the library director. You know who that is? What that type of position would be? Okay, from what I understand, they usually have an office in the library, and then they kind of like overlook all the other librarians, maybe in charge of scheduling and what's bought and sold, and a lot of decisions here. What's that position called here?
It would be the director of the
Okay,
library.
are they here?
Library.
Are they
no,
here?
she's not here.
Oh, okay.
I can take your name and number and give it to her.
I'm just curious about the sign on the bathroom door. It's kind of it amuses me a little bit, and it makes me wonder what the reference is, like how long it's been up and any reference. But it's best for me to ask the director that.
No, I can tell you why it's up, because we have people coming in here doing things that were not supposed to be being done.
Like kids or adults?
Adults.
Adults? Oh, and how long has it been up? Do you know? I mean,
it's been up for a few months.
Just a few months? Oh, it's a recent thing.
It's been a recurring problem, so we had to put it.
Yeah. Certain adults are causing issues in the bathrooms. All right. I've never seen that in the library.
We have to protect our patrons that come in. So.
And you're taking a unique way of doing it that I've never seen before, and I think it's interesting.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just asking.
Yeah, we're just trying to protect our patrons.
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. Did you want to leave your information for her? Or maybe.
No.
Okay.
No.
You can't have it drink in the library.
Where do I put it? You want to hold it?
No, if you have a car, you can put it in your car, but you can't have it inside the library.
Did you see you know how the fountains? Like, have you tried drinking out of the fountains?
Yeah, we drink out of them all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind? Do you see how little the trickle is? You didn't notice how little maybe I pressed it at the wrong time. Would you be able to witness the fountains with me? Now they're working. Okay.
They've always worked.
Well, I had just a little trickle, and that's partly why I'm drinking on my drinking thing, is because of the small trickle. But it might have been like maybe somebody is flushing a toilet, You've never noticed a low pressure?
Not recently, no, sir.
Okay, because yeah, I was gonna go fill this up even, and it was such a small trickle for a period of time. But now they seem okay, so I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll set it right here. All right, what if I bicycled here or walked a mile to get here, to go all the way back home and then leave it there?
No, sir.
Well,
I don't know what you want to do with it, but you can't.
yeah, but I mean, what if somebody, bicycled a mile here? You tell them to bicycle a mile back to return their water bottle?
No, sir. Anybody that comes in here on bicycle either has like a basket or they have places to leave their stuff.
A place to leave their stuff? Like, yeah, okay, where do I leave this?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, leave it on. You're saying leave it on your bicycle baskets?
Yeah, I don't know how you got here, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. If I walked a mile here, would you tell me to walk a mile back to return this?
No, sir, I wouldn't tell you that.
Then what would you say?
You can't use it inside the library, so if
So,
you have
okay.
something, you can put it in.
Yeah.
To put it up.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying to you.
you do that system of counting out the options to arrive at your conclusion. So it'd be like, okay, I walked a mile to get here, and I can't bring it in here. So what do I conclude? It can't come in here. I came from a mile away.
Okay,
All right.
just like I said,
Pretty much.
If you have a backpack or something, then
Keep it in my
put it
backpack?
in. Yes,
All right,
sir, you just
I could do that. Yeah. All right, I'll leave it in my backpack.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, I'm in Iowa, Louisiana. Oh, it even says. I've been eating my food so fast, I've kind of like run out of anything with any fat in it. Not even peanuts. Part of the problem has been, though, the last Walmart didn't have any peanuts. So I gotta buy every day, and I eat so much. But I mean, this is good incentive, and it's warmer out, so I don't need to eat as much actually. But I'm gonna try to put together something I like that is good for long storage. Fenugreek, raisins, and oats. I like eating this by itself. Also corn. I could do corn, like polenta corn. I cook that fresh. I could eat that by itself fresh. No fats, no milk. No milk, absolutely necessary, but it is better. It is good with milk, but I don't have milk for any of this. But I guess it's like eating oatmeal cookies almost with this oat combination. They actually have a marshal who lowers and raises the flag here, I believe. It's nice to get reasonably isolated spots to get in some of my long bar work. The long bar's out, the medium bar. I can do that full extension, which is very rewarding. Alright, I'm in Jennings, Louisiana, and I'm parked over here, and there was a truck that pulled in next to this Walmart truck, and the wind is blowing right at me, and they were just running their engines the whole time. I started getting sick about an hour in, and I was about to move. I just get up to make sure that that wind was really blowing, and I had to use flags, and then I decide I'm gonna move, and then suddenly this guy just moves. After an hour of getting sick, my arm hurts. because of the toxin. But this Walmart truck is also running too. He went this way. I think he went behind the Walmart. But this Walmart truck's also running. Not as much. He's like running a secondary engine, maybe for refrigeration. But I was getting sick from that exhaust, and I was about to move, but then this trucker leaves. He tortured me for an hour.